The truth that you don't want to face is, well, that changing your life, becoming the man you know you want to be, building the physique, the relationship, the business, all of it, is especially simple. It's not easy. Not by any stretch of the imagination is it fucking easy, but it is simple. We use physique today. We'll talk about the body. We'll talk about building a great body, great health, strong, fit, capable, all of those things. Let's talk about that. It is incredibly simple. It's just really hard to do. Because, well, lo and behold, you have to make choices that you don't want to make. You have to do things that most people don't want to do. You have to get uncomfortable and follow through with more consistency, with more intensity, with more effort than most people are willing to give. It's simple, but it's not easy. And that's the gap. Hell, to begin with, for most people, you know what it would be required. It requires doing some exercise, eating better food, getting out more, taking more steps, less time on the couch, all those kinds of things. Most people know on the most basic level how to get into shape. The question is, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to follow through? Are you willing to keep doing what is necessary? And for most people, the answer is actually a resounding no. But you want to fob it off on things of like, it's too complex, there's too much going on, all this kind of stuff. Most of it actually just comes from that one true, pure decision. It doesn't take a long time. It doesn't take, 5 years to get into great shape. It takes a decision and then following through over and over and over and over again. It's very simple. It's just hard to do because you have to let go of who you were. You have to let go of where you were. You have to let go of habits that are comfortable, that are nice, that are enjoyable, and make decisions that aren't so. That's why most people will never change. I've spoken about it many times. The reason why most people's success, and especially if we're talking fitness, talking weight gain, all that kind of stuff, doesn't last is because, well, you haven't actually changed who you are. You haven't fully bought in. You haven't fully made the decision. You go, oh, well, I'm going to go really intensely for the next 30, 60, 90 days. And then you rebound. And then you get back to square one because you didn't actually fundamentally change who you were up here. You didn't change who you were as a person. No, that seems like a daunting concept that you have to change who you are, but, well, that's the reality. Unless you are completely overjoyed and satisfied with your life, you have to change who you are to get to a better stage. You cannot continue to live out your life as the man you are right now and expect to reach a different point. That is the definition of insanity. It is just not going to happen. It is just not going to work like that. You have to be someone different. You have to show up as someone different. You have to follow through as someone different. So, as I said, it's really simple. But first you got to make that decision. Then you got to decide on the methodology, whatever that might be, and then just continue to follow through over and over and over again until it is done. That's it. So if you are uncertain, here, let me give you the blueprint. I'm happy to give it all away for free because, well, the honest answer is I don't think most of you have it. And if you do, if you go away and take this methodology and transform your life with it, your physique, how you show up, all those kinds of things, fantastic. I am over the moon with that. And if you do, please come back and tell me. Come back and share with how it transformed your life. But I don't think most people will. I think most people need the accountability. I think most people need to be their feet held to the fire, to be held accountable to a higher standard, to be held to the standard that they've set for a long period of time. That's why most of my programs are 12 months. Because you need to rewrite who you are as a man. And as I said, that is a hard thing to do. It's not complex, but it's hard. And most people aren't willing to do that. Most people want the quick fix. I have a program. I need to come up with a better name for it, to be honest. But, I've called it the 14-day meltdown. And I've seen people lose up to 10 kilos in those 14 days. I've had clients lose 20 kilos in 6 weeks. I can deliver incredible results like that very, very quickly. But I'm not just interested in great results. I'm interested in you maintaining those great results. I'm interested in who you become, the man you become, and holding on to those incredible results. I think there is much greater skill in long-term success than there is in short-term success. Any drastic change to your life can deliver short-term rapid results. It's good, it is, because it's a result. That's fantastic, but I want to see you change your life, period, full stop. That we're not playing this yo-yo game. That we're not coming back to who you used to be. We don't have weight regain. We don't go back there and go, fuck, how did I end up here again? No, I want to see you be the best version of yourself. Demand greatness of yourself. And then maintain that and just build upon that. Go from strength to strength to strength. Not get these ridiculous results and then revert back and be like, oh shit, here I am again. Because it gets harder each time. It gets worse each time that you revert back to the old version, because you're wiring that this is actually who you are. And you're teaching your brain that you only need to suffer for that short period of time, because at some point you'll quit and at some point you'll go back to who you were. So if you can just slug it out for long enough, you'll get back to that point. That is not the pathways you want to train into your brain. That is not the message you want to deliver into your brain. You want to see long-term results. You want to maintain those results for the long haul. I think that's the skill. I think that's how you mark yourself down as a coach, that you actually long-term help someone change and achieve a long-term result. So here, as I said, I will give you the keys to the kingdom right here, right now. And this is as simple as I can make it. It's effective as hell, but it's simple. All right, so you are going to eat an animal-based diet. This means meat, fruit, eggs, that's it. Maybe some sweet potato. Nothing processed, nothing like that. You eat those. It covers pretty much all your bases. It makes the protein super high. I'm looking for a protein ratio, ideally, is 20 grams per every 10 kilos of body weight. Minimum is kind of 10, or a gram per every kilo of body weight. I think double is always good, but that's kind of where we get into. So 2 grams per every kilo of body weight. It's pretty high, but it's very effective. Then you're going to get a weighted walk, you're going to get 10% of your body weight, and you're going to go as fast out as you can for 22 and a half minutes, and then make sure you maintain that pace coming back for 22 and a half minutes. If you can complete 4.5 kilometers in 45 minutes, make the weight heavier until you can't. Then you're going to work out with weights every single day. Don't care what that looks like. Obviously, I have my programming style, but honestly, it doesn't particularly matter. You can find them on YouTube, you can use ChatGPT, you can use whatever. Figure out a weight routine. Do something. Lift weights every single day. You're going to drink 4 liters of water, you're going to take a daily photo and either post it online, send it to a friend, something that's going to give you accountability that you actually fucking did it. And if you want to add a little bit better, chuck in 18/6 fasting. So fasting for 18 hours, eating in a 6-hour window. Do that every single day. As I said, it's not hyper complex. It's pretty simple, actually. You do that every single day in not a very long period of time, you will be a different human being. But there are layers to this. Making it every single day gives you a zero choice mentality. You don't need to think about it. You don't have exceptions to the rules. This is just who you are. This is just what you do. You're a man who gets this shit done every single day. It's the same with the diet. You don't need to put thought process into it. You don't need to question whether it fits your macros, if it's an acceptable food source, if it's any of that crap. No. Is it meat, fruit, eggs, sweet potato? If the answer isn't yes, don't fucking eat it. Very simple. Drink 4 liters of water. It's a lot of water. It's good for you. Drink lots of it. Make you feel better. Very simple stuff. But it's not easy. In fact, it's harder than you think it will be. Initially, it's not too bad. Initially, it doesn't take too much. Initially, it's exciting and the results will start coming in. But long term, to, as I said, change who you are fundamentally as a person, someone who does work out every single day. 2, in fact, a weighted walk and a weighted workout every single day. That's a different kind of man. That's showing up as a different person. That requires consistent effort, but it will fundamentally change you. It will increase so many areas of your life. It makes you a man of your word. It makes you a man of discipline. It builds grit, determination, motivation, and builds a phenomenal fucking physique. Promise you. You will get into incredible shape if you do this. It's not simple. It's just not easy. But too many people want to overcomplicate things. They want to make it really complex and really hard to follow through on. I want to make this as simple as possible. And then I want to hold you to the standard. As I said, it's all right there. That's everything you could possibly need. That is everything that you need to change your life, to change your health and fitness, your life, every aspect, to become more disciplined, become more focused, and build a great fucking physique. All sorted for you. The question is, do you actually have what it takes to do that work now? Because if the answer isn't a resounding fuck yes, well, then we need to have a conversation. Then it's time to shoot me a message or click the link in my bio, get into demanding greatness, do the work, and let's see who you can become. Because I promise you, it is very simple, but it will require more work than you want to give. So if you're ready for that, you know where to find me. Until then.